They say for a good speech, you have to stand up, speak up, and then shut up. Let me take you back to the first speech I ever made. It was Primary 1, Craigholme School. Topic, dinosaurs. It's so good, I'm going to read you the whole thing. This is a diplodocus. Thank you. Stand up, speak up, shut up. Mastered by the age of 4. Fast forward to today, and so far, I've managed to stand up and hopefully speak up. As far as shutting up goes, let me tell you that S6 are running a book on how long I'll talk. The average bet is 4 minutes 52 seconds. However, after timing it last night, I'd advise you to lie back and get your onesies on, because you're in for a 9-hour and 26-minute epic. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So, ladies and gentlemen, with the vote of thanksgiving, this is the part of the head girl's speech where, traditionally, she makes in-jokes about the S6, which no one else understands. However, in a change to format, I decided to deliver that speech at our last school assembly yesterday, thus allowing me to get on my soapbox about something completely different. I did warn you to lie back and get comfy. I've attended Craigholme since nursery. And finally, I have a platform to deliver some plain home truths about certain members of staff here today. Nah, just kidding. It was fun to wind them up one last time. I didn't read that bit out at rehearsals yesterday, did I, Mrs. Gilland? Britain may be gripped by Brexit, but today, we in S6 are focused on Crexit. Yes, I may be boring you, but I am boring you topically. Leaving school is a time for contemplation and thoughts of the future. But for the next few minutes, I want to talk about the past. Ever since I can remember, I've heard people who don't go to Craigholme take great pleasure in running down our school. They say we're too small. We get fewer opportunities than in their bigger schools. We're lousy at sport, art, music, exams, and how can we cope without boys? Well, I'm standing here in front of you today to say that sort of talk is like passing wind in a lift. Wrong on so many levels. Small allows us to achieve a family feel unlike any other school. We're all big fish in a small pond. We're known and valued by everyone. Fewer opportunities? Rubbish. In a small school, there are more chances to get involved with debating, public speaking, sport, music, art, drama, being a Holocaust ambassador, almost unlimited teacher time, and Duke of Edinburgh, or whatever it is that you want. In bigger schools, places for activities can often be restricted. Not at Craigholme. Lousy at sport? Well, you're looking at first place in the Craigholme nursery father and daughter's piggyback race. Dad weighed a ton. But seriously, where do I begin? Who are both the indoor and outdoor West District hockey champions? Craigholme. Who is the second best hockey team in the country? Craigholme. Who has multiple representatives at national level on the hockey pitch? Craigholme. Who is a national champion in cross country and is consistently in the top 3 schools in Glasgow? Craigholme. Elsewhere, who has produced a winner of the Glasgow Annual Art Competition? Craigholme. Who is constantly in the top 10 schools in the country for exam results? Craigholme. Whose choirs and instrumentalists are good enough to send around the world to New York, Beijing and Salzburg? Craigholme, whose pupils are consistently in the top 10% in the country for Trinity College Music London exams. Craigholme, who produced the highest mark in a grade 8 music exam in the country last year. Craigholme. Oh, and as for the no boys thing, okay, you've got me in that one. But as the only girl in Britain capable of repelling even the most brave-hearted of males, the no boys thing has actually made my life less complicated. Craigholme encourages us to achieve our goals, realise our potential. Where did I get that tagline? And prepares us to smash through any misogynistic glass ceilings hanging over us. So, never let anyone belittle us. When you sing No Nobby's Dominate today, belt it out. Be proud of your school. You have every right to be. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a reason why we are the last all-girls school in Glasgow. Okay, I'll come off my soapbox now, but I had to get that off my chest. It was 15 years in the brewing. On a personal front, I want to thank Mum and Dad for everything they've done for me. That said, and because neither of you have a right of reply, let me settle this once and for all. It's all down to nature, and nothing to do with nurture. S6, I said everything in my assembly speech yesterday. What else is there? We've grown up together. You're my friends for life, and I couldn't be happier to be part of our class of 2016. Hopefully, we've left the student body in a good state, but now it's over to you, Hannah, and the new S6 to pick up the baton and build from here. To mix my metaphors, education's a wonderful thing. Our 2 year groups have got on fantastically well, which has made our final year even better. The new S6 is amazing, and I know that you'll be a brilliant head girl. We, in the old S6, wish you every success. At this point, I'm supposed to impart advice to you, Hannah, from what I've learned as head girl. Quite frankly, you don't need any. You're going to be terrific. But, for what it's worth, the old ones are the best ones. If you don't want someone to ask you to do something again, do it terribly the first time. It's better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak and remove all doubt. And finally, to quote Oscar Wilde, some cause happiness wherever they go. Others, whenever they go. So, let me fill everyone's hearts with joy by ending there. In the Brexit referendum, Essex have voted to leave. Ladies and gentlemen, members of staff, our fantastic girls, it has been a privilege and honour to serve you this year. Thank you.